This is BSS Carolinas, live from Charlotte, North Carolina. We are proudly sponsored by Attitude Broadcasting with your host, Rocky. The next one said J.J. Barea. I was like, what? What J.J. Barea get a player of the week? Go up to number 4, a serviceable player. Fitzpatrick, I'm going to say Summit Foundation, Jason Garrett. Mr. 315.
The Cowboys. Wait a minute, Jason Garrett's the coach for Dallas? Someone have a name. Jesus Shuttlesworth. Don't give him a pass on that suit either and that hat, Tom Brady.
Probably the best.
And Big Shot.
And ain't nobody fresher. I'm in Mason, Martin, Margella.
Tom Brady losers. Dude, gotta show them love while you can. The Doo-Doo Browns get their first win of the season. Bill Belichick, he got game. Be Reggie Langford. Who the hell is this running back? Cowboys. They holding up to 6, baby. This segment's sponsored by Cody Zeller.
You are listening to BSS Carolinas.
Welcome to BSS Carolinas on Stitcher, Spreaker, iTunes, iHeartRadio. Of course, I am your host, Rocky. Joining me on the show today is the one and the only B3 exponent.
Live from the campus of the Connecticut School of Broadcasting.
Where you can come work to make your dreams come true.
Keyword work, 1-800-TV radio. Go CSB.com. Work.
Unfortunately, there's a 2-second delay. Oh, there we go.
There we go. And, of course, we are sponsored by the Attitude Broadcasting Company.
Will you make your dreams come true? Oh, no. I'm sorry. That's the wrong one.
Whoops.
They put Attitude in Broadcasting.
The only ABC that matters. And also sponsored by Purified Water.
Or Deer Park Water. DEAR. Watch out for the deer.
I like it, man. There you go. Nothing like getting free stuff from people who support your dreams and your network.
That's right, man. Absolutely. And, of course, in the studio, I ain't get introduced you yet, so don't get too. Is our man Smoochie's in the house.
Man, it's a blessing to be here, man. Thanks a lot, everybody. Support your local podcast, man.
Absolutely. We got some more news to talk about. Major League Baseball new Hall of Fame members were announced last night. They were Chipper Jones, Vlad Guerrero, Jim Thome, Trevor Hoffman. Just missing out was Edgar Martinez at 70% and Mussina. Mike Mussina missed out, 49 votes shy. Edgar was 20 votes shy.
Well, both of them guys will get in next year. Barry Bonds, 6 year on the ballot, 56% of the vote.
56? It went down because it was 60-something last year.
Because new players on the Hall of Fame list, they're going to take away from old players that's sitting there.
Let me tell you why they got a chance this year is because those 4 got in this year. You got the 2 Yankees coming in, Rivera next year.
Oh, Mo going.
And then Mo's getting in.
No question. He going to get as many votes as Griffey.
the next year. So
Jeter getting in.
Listen, those 2 guys, nobody's a sure Hall of Famer the next couple years. So I think they have a chance these next 2 years to get in.
A-Rod
they're going again. It's got to be next year. A-Rod doesn't have to get in. He's all over America. You know what? Take it back. In 20 years, he might make it because now he's on ESPN, Sunday Night Baseball. He was on Jimmy Fallon.
I thought he was Fox.
He is Fox, but he's also on ESPN.
Oh, nice.
But he's doing both.
Jennifer Lopez is just helping this man's career. Yeah. Just da-da-da-da-da. He's at all the University of Miami games. He was at the Lakers game.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't mad at you, bro.
Not mad at all.
Historically, she improves people's careers.
And then they leave her.
Unfortunately, like Kardashian, she improves people's careers.
Yeah. Shout out to J-Lo.
Right.
But Chipper Jones is just the second player, number 1 overall pick to be voted into the Hall of Fame.
And Chipper, a solid career. Did he get a championship with the Bravos?
Yeah, he did.
He was on that 96 team?
Yeah.
Gary Sheffield was only 11%.
It's going to be hard for him to get in.
Chef had a good career, too.
Bad attitude.
I mean, but he brought the Marlins a championship. He was on the Yankee squad. We didn't win with him, though, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But Chef had a solid career.
Yeah.
Solid isn't Hall of Fame.
Right.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
He'll get like in a Ring of Honor. He got a World Series ring though.
He got a World Series ring. Like the Miami Marlins need to put him in their ring of honor. No question.
Yeah, he'll get that like the Marlins.
Him and Josh Beckett.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
There's
Josh
only
Beckett.
one person that deserves to be in the Marlins and Mets Ring of Honor. Bobby Bonilla.
Bobby Buck.
Still getting paid to this day.
I think his
He's still getting
contract.
paid for another 10 years.
I think it. Wait, his contract is.
It's still going.
It's still going.
I thought it was
When is
like
it?
2024.
2023, 24.
Oh wow.
Oh, it's insane.
Like he raped the Mets.
Well, I mean,
Yep,
Ken
that-
Griffey Jr. is still getting paid on his contract.
From where? Seattle.
Cincinnati. He raped the Reds.
Yeah.
That was kind of bad segue. We got to talk about Larry Nassar real fast.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, I hate talking about this.
He got money before the
sentenced
deal,
40 to 175 years in prison for sexually assaulting athletes. Also, he got 60 years for child pornography. And the bet was the judge saying, I'm signing your death warrant. And, so he'll get parole in 99 years.
He got up to 2,100 months. Damn! You going to court. Judge says you got to serve a sentence for no shorter than 2,100 months. No, let's see.
Why do they put it in months?
They put it in months?
Yeah.
They do put it in the months.
Got to break it down in months.
So he's
gotta use a
eligible
calculator.
for parole in 1,188 months. 1,188 months?
In 99 years.
No, 99 just sounds like a low number. Let's give you 1,188 months.
I would have to bring a person to add all that up. I want 1,100 months.
Let's just multiply that and say every month has 30 days. That's 35,640 days.
Yeah,
But you know what? They tell it to you in months, so you feel more hopeful.
all right, well, there's no hope.
You got 1,100 months before you see parole.
Right, that's crazy.
One down, 1,187 to go.
All right, moving on from that, but I'm glad that they threw the hammer at him because he definitely deserved it.
Yeah.
Feel bad for all those victims out there. Jason Kidd was fired by the Bucks. Giannis told Kidd he would try to save his job minutes before firing. I'll call the owners. I'll call my agent. Kidd was 139, 152 in 4 seasons.
That's another superstar that's going to leave the current franchise they are with.
And he's coming to Phoenix.
Phoenix got that young squad, man.
Phoenix, if you don't get David Fizdale, Mark Jackson, please get Jason Kidd.
Please
Somebody.
get David Fizdale. He needs
Somebody.
to be somewhere.
Like that, I just feel bad for all the African American coaches in the NBA. They getting the short stick right now. Mark Jackson put together that Golden State thing. Gets no love for it. It's all Steve Kerr. Shoot, Steve Kerr, yeah, he won, but Mike Brown was up 2-0 in the finals before Steve Kerr came back. He was rolling through.
Don't forget
Mike
Luke
Brown
Walton.
didn't lose a game the whole time Steve Kerr was out. The game Steve Kerr comes back, they lose.
Don't forget Luke Walton.
Luke Walton went
49-0,
right?
49 something, 49-2,
So
49-3.
I could go coach the Warriors.
And as soon as Steve Kerr comes back, he'll get the boot.
The whole problem with Jason Kidd, though, is he went into that situation. He's never been an assistant. He went from not playing anymore straight to a head coach. And he's got that personality that.
Let's see, he's a winner. And he expect these young
Where?
players to want to win.
Where's he a winner at?
He won a championship in Dallas.
Okay.
He got the Nets to 2 straight finals.
Coaching.
The Nets.
Coaching, where is he won at?
He got the first year he was with Brooklyn. They got to
my
the
point
second
is,
round.
Coaching, sometimes, just because you're a great player and you know how to win, that doesn't make you a great coach.
He got Milwaukee to the playoffs last year.
They've underachieved for about 3 years. now.
Jabari Parker's been hurt.
Dude, they've underachieved the last 3 years.
And these soft players can't take a little harsh coaching.
With Jason Kidd, it's so hard because you get guys like Jason Kidd. You get guys. What's another player that really didn't do good as a coach?
Earl Watson.
Magic Johnson.
Magic.
Magic
Earl
didn't do
Watson. Earl throw his whole damn
But Magic
culture.
didn't do well. Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas was really good in Indiana for a little bit. And then
But-
Larry Bird ended up coming in and
My
getting them to the
point,
finals.
did he do really well, though?
But see, the expectations of those players and the demands with the players that are now today is just like, look at Tim Hardaway. His dad is great. He's made more money off this contract than his dad his whole career. So when you get some young chippy who's making like $150 million for 3 points,
J.R. Smith.
it's just like, oh, look, dude, what can you tell me? And there's a lot of expectations now. And Jason Kidd, it's just sad to see because I really think he helped develop Giannis. Malcolm, he really loved Malcolm Brogdon.
Malcolm Brogdon is the player he is because of Jason Kidd. Yep. Chris Middleton.
And Chris Middleton, he stuck with him throughout his injury.
Everything.
And it was just like, okay, Milwaukee is in that we got to win now mode because we've gotten Bledsoe. We're bringing Jabari. LeBron is leaving. So we got to win now.
And you might use Giannis.
You might lose Giannis.
Yeah.
So you better win we can. I mean, right now they're 8th in the East. I mean, dude, we talked about them earlier this season. They should be a top 4 seed.
They don't shoot any threes.
They don't. They don't have any stretch shooting.
Giannis gets 30 points off a straight.
I mean, but look at the guys they've signed. They signed Matthew Dellavedova to a $40 million contract. Why are you giving Matthew Dellavedova $40 million?
Not just that, you signed Greg Monroe, or you traded for Greg Monroe,
and you got him out of there.
You finally got him out of there. But I mean, they just, John Henson's still playing. I can't believe he's still playing.
Yeah, it's just with that situation once again, it's really, really, really tough, man.
I've got a player they need to trade for, MKG. Be a perfect addition to that.
They could have MKG, Nicholas Batum, Dwight Howard. They could have them all.
Hey, it worked on NBA 2K. I trade him there, man.
Hell,
we'll love to have
Giannis
down here in Charlotte.
Give you a pair of sneakers for him.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Some other news. NFL says no to veterans ad for Super Bowl. I ain't heard this story nowhere, but the veterans came out and wanted to have an ad plan during Super Bowl. Says please stand during the Super Bowl. # please stand with the American flag. And NFL said no.
Because they're trying to put this thing to rest. They finally, the talk has finally slowed down about it, and they don't want to rehash it at their biggest game of the year.
But how is it fair for them not to play an ad for that, but other people can say? And I think it's hypocritical of what the NFL is doing.
It's a touchy.
This is a very touchy.
You don't want to mess up the money. You don't want to mess up the money.
And I mean, you don't want to offend the players because the Players Association is probably going to feel some kind of way. And it's finally, like, during the entire playoffs. I mean, I think since like week 11, nobody had been talking about it. It's finally getting quiet. Let's keep it that way.
All right. Local sports. Dale Jr. has interest in becoming minority owner of the Panthers you were talking about earlier.
Yes, sir. He's trying to get in. Mr. Hendricks trying to get in. Felix Sabatis is trying to get in. They're trying to get Bruton Smith and all that loose cash he got floating around up there in Concord in. Dale Curry wants into that group. Dale and Steph Curry want in on that group. They're doing their best to try to get a group together to keep it here in Charlotte. Because if an outside owner comes in, Charlotte fans, let's be real, they're going to move this team. Because every new owner wants to host a Super Bowl. They want a new stadium because they want to host the Super Bowl. So we better hope that a local group can come up with this money and keep this team here.
Yep. Put this football team by Myrtle Beach.
Trust me. Because trust me, I'm from North Carolina, but if I was an owner, I came in, I'm moving. I want to host the Super Bowl. I'm going to San Antonio. They're going to build me a new stadium.
No, if you can move the stadium, I think we talked about it a little bit last week, but if you move it down to South Carolina, at the border, Carowinds, you build a dome, you can host the Super Bowl there. The only problem there's not a lot of hotels, and you would have to drive like an hour away. No, 30 minutes.
You can stay
Charlotte, it's
uptown.
about 30 minutes.
You can stay uptown.
Right.
We got tons of hotels uptown. You can stay in Ballantyne. There's a bunch of hotels out in Ballantyne.
Pineville.
In Pineville, in that area.
Right. South Carolina, Rock Hill, Fort Mill.
There's places you can stay. We can Uber you there.
I just think it's a perfect place.
We got the Blue Line.
The Blue Line don't go to down South
We'll get
Carolina.
you to South Park. We'll get you close.
You would get to 485.
Yeah, we'll get you to 485.
45. Yeah.
We'll put you right close.
Why
about 10
that
minutes
why the Lynx doesn't go to South Carolina? It still boggles my mind to this day. It should go to Carowinds.
Yeah, but you know what? Some goofball already fumbled it. Yeah. That's why it took like 5 years to get it to the university.
Right?
University. They put it down. They're like, oh, man, this looks backwards because it is.
All right. NFL rules. Panthers didn't violate concussion protocol, which they didn't, so no big deal there because it was his eye anyway.
Yeah.
Cardinals hired former Panthers DC Steve Wilks as new head coach. He also brings in linebacker coach Al Holcomb as new DC. The Panthers promote D-line coach Eric Washington as new DC.
Congratulations, Steve Wilks. I was a little surprised, though, because your quarterback said he's retiring. You lost all your offensive genius guys. So now you're searching for a quarterback. You're bringing a healthy David Johnson back. I would thought you wanted an offensive guy to try to help keep this offense going. Well, I mean, their strength should be their defense. They still have an elite corner. The Honey Badger, when he's healthy, is still a good safety.
Well, and don't forget they drafted the rookie, not Booty. Yeah, I can't remember his name.
He's Booty.
But they drafted a young guy in the another young guy in the secondary. They have a good young defense. The offense not that bad because you got David Johnson, you got Larry Fitzgerald's coming back for another
Who's playing
year.
quarterback?
Hold on, you got John Brown still playing wide receiver. You have some weapons on offense.
That's what
you got a decent offensive line. All you got to do is get a quarterback. If you get Kirk Cousins or maybe Noodle Arm.
Yeah,
I mean for a season or
Kansas City is definitely looking to try to move on from him now.
Right.
Case Keenum will be available.
No. I know he had a good year, but I'm not touching Nick Foles, Case Keenum.
Eli Manning will be available because the Giants will draft a quarterback in this draft.
They already said they're keeping him to groom that guy next year.
Eli Manning ain't looking to groom nobody. He like Brett Favre right now. He's just trying to go out on his lawn.
High horse.
Blake Bortles might be available.
Great hire, I think, by the Cardinals. I think Steve. Well, I don't know. He's been to DC 1 year. I don't know, man.
It's
tough
real
to say.
crazy.
He must have had a great interview.
Yeah. Some of these hires are really, really sketchy to me. Like Mike Vrabel.
Right. I mean, Mike Vrabel was a heck of a player. Houston had a good defense for the past couple of seasons. But Tennessee, they need an offensive guy. Like, Mariota is regressing.
We're going to talk about that. But yeah,
Mariota's not good.
He sucks. He absolutely sucks.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about that hire either, but he does come from the Bill Belichick tree, so we'll see how that works out.
You see how quick they got rid of Romeo Crennel,
right?
Yeah. Oh, and he's back. It's a new DC again in Texas, in Houston. All right, Hornets. Let's get into Hornets talk. Right now, they are 11th place. They're 19-27. They lost another game last night.
Lost to the Pels.
The Pelicans, yeah.
They almost gave away a game to the Kings. They gave away a game to the Heat.
Yes, they gave away that game.
Up 5 with 40 seconds. I was like, oh, we're good. I turned away from the game. Look back at the final score. They lost by 1. How did you lose in 40 seconds? And then I saw the highlights. I said, okay, I understand. It's the Hornets.
Here's the thing that baffles me with the Hornets. Malik Monk, Bacon, probably one of the most talented rookies
supposedly
out there. Dwayne Bacon, there's no point in him playing in the G League. He's averaging 40. Literally. He's averaging 38.5 points
When he plays, he can score.
Here's why I don't get, though. Go ahead.
But Clifford ain't going to play young players. That's the problem.
And that's what's killing
That's the problem, though, because, look at Donovan Mitchell in Utah.
Right.
He's getting playing time. Look what he's doing. If I was the Hornets, I'm trading MKG. I'm trading Batum. I'm trading all those jokers that play. I'm trying to think who else. I would trade at least those two and play Bacon and Monk.
I've been screaming that
see what you
for
got
all season.
See what you got.
Blow it up.
If they're bad, then fine. You go somewhere. But playing them in a G League or not playing them but 5 minutes a game is not letting them grow.
If we can't trade those contracts, send Batum and MKG to the G League and let's play Bacon and Monk.
Exactly.
Do something different.
And here's the thing. If I was the Hornets right now, I would look at the rest of my schedule, look at what I can get, and I will get them a young center and just tank. Because you can either get a Trae Young or you can get there's a point guard for Marquette who just had like 50 a couple weeks ago. He's explosive.
Or if you luck up, you get the number 1 pick. Here comes Marvin Bagley the third.
Yep.
Snap.
You get him.
But they have to do something. It's not. I don't understand why the organization. Jeremy Lamb is the other one. He's decent, but get rid of these other old guys that are not.
Batum.
Marvin Williams. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Get rid of Marvin Williams, Batum, and MKG.
But
Let young players play.
The Batum contract alone is $150.
And that's killing the Hornets because nobody wants to touch that. With a 10-foot pole, a 20-foot pole. They're like, you want us to take the last 4 years of that terrible contract off your hands?
I'm telling you a team that would do it. Miami Heat. Trading them both for Hassan Whiteside.
They ain't giving up Whiteside for that garbage.
It worked on 2K. It worked on 2K18. They took Batum and Marvin Williams, man.
And
I got Whiteside out of the deal.
And the thing that you want if you get rid of Williams, you get rid of MKG, you want something. You don't want peanuts. A second rounder really is not going to help your cause. You're not going to get a first rounder. So it's just like.
Trade it for a 2020 first round pick.
Right.
It don't have to be next year or the following year. Push it out. Give us a second round for 2019. Give us a first round for 2020.
Give us a project for 2 years down the road. Give us Thon Maker in Milwaukee.
Give us Giannis.
Why not?
Give us Giannis.
Batum
and MKG and Dwight Howard. We'll send you all three of those guys.
Send us Alex Lynn and Phoenix. Give us. I'm just saying.
You can keep peanuts for peanuts, peanuts for Skittles. I like Skittles. You can have Lynn. You can have Chandler. Who else? Who's taking up room? Oh, jeez.
Didn't Chandler win y'all a game a couple weeks ago?
Well, whoopie-doo. He's getting paid $52 million. Congrats.
Don't the Knicks need a little bit more help? Get close to making the playoffs.
You know what?
There's already the rumor that we're going to trade French Frank.
We should have drafted French Frank.
No, we should have got Monk. We just need to play Monk.
The Knicks are in the midst of doing something stupid.
Making the playoffs.
Well, not only that, but they're trying to. I forgot who they were trying to get. They were going after George Hill.
Everybody's going after George Hill.
I don't know why.
They already signed Joakim Noah. They gave Joakim Noah $80 million for like 3-4 seasons, and we knew he was done. So the Knicks like doing dumb stuff. Is he playing?
Yeah.
What he averaging, like 1 and 3 in 30 minutes?
Yeah, something like that along those lines. But, Jeff Horner said, look, man, for $72 million, man, you got to do something.
You need to get out of there. You better make that ponytail bop up and down. You better do something. This is terrible.
The Hornets this week, they're at home against the Hawks. That should be a win.
It should be, but Dennis Schroeder comes in here and looks like the next
all-star.
coming.
Don't forget, Marco is on the team. Shoot, Marco may put up 30.
And Taurean Prince.
Yeah.
He's a solid player.
He's a young guy, yeah.
Solid player.
And John Collins.
Yeah.
Wake Forest. Saturday, they're playing at Miami. L. Monday, at Indiana.
L.
Wednesday, at Atlanta.
Probably an L.
25-75, I would say L.
Gotta have hope in your team, fellas.
Nah, we'll beat Atlanta twice this week. We better beat Atlanta twice this week.
So hopefully we go 2-2. Hornets open to trade Kemba, MKG, Marvin, Nick, and Dwight Jordan came out and said no trading Kemba unless he gets All-Star. First of all, does he get All-Star for Kemba
No.
if you trade him?
No. Nobody's taking an undersized guard that can't defend in this league right now. You see the problem in that. You see it in Cleveland right now. Undersized guard who's not 100% healthy, who doesn't look like the guy that was getting points in bunches last year, that can't defend.
I like Kemba. Not going to get an All-Star for him.
Where should you if you don't trade him, where should he go?
Trade him to New
get him
Orleans.
for what?
For some picks. And like a
New Orleans is good. I think the
Orleans
perfect
needs a
place
guard.
for Kemba is San Antonio.
Yeah, I was going to say San Antonio.
I think they're happy with DeJounte Murray right now,
Murray's
man.
playing good too.
But now, I mean, it's not gospel. Kawhi Leonard is kind of upset.
Kawhi wants out. If they can't attract another star, another player.
They got LaMarcus Aldridge 2 years ago. 2 years ago, he was the second biggest signing behind KD.
And then we
He
saw
was.
him in the playoffs last year just disappear.
The thing with Kawhi is he wants to get younger, because a lot of these teams are getting younger. Look at the Clippers. The Clippers are they're going to patchwork their way to the playoffs.
Well, shoot, look
They're
at I say it all the time. Look at Miami's young. But what's the other team?
Boston's really
Boston's young, but
Man,
Philadelphia is
Phoenix. You know,
young. It's all these teams. I mean, and
Golden State. Say
Golden-
what you want. Golden State's young
I mean,
because
they're-
Jordan Bell, like the pieces they keep adding,
Yeah.
is young. That's what kills me with LeBron James is you keep adding this 10 years guys that's been in the league forever.
you know.
Add some young talent. Keep the number one pick, draft somebody, and let him play. I know they're not going to, but
And,
that's what I'm
and, and, and let me ask you guys this question. If you're Cleveland, what do you do?
save that question for no, seriously, I want us to talk about that. We won't go.
No problem. No problem.
But Kemba, San Antonio.
I will San Antonio.
Send Kemba to Brooklyn. He gets to play in front of his home crowd
Bring in a snitch.
and bring in D'Angelo Russell.
Nah, never do it.
Why not?
Especially if you're a New Yorker, you
don't
never
work.
play at home. You never
Work out
play at home.
Carmelo, come on.
Ah,
Well, Carmelo is from West Baltimore.
What about there was a rumor? What about the one rumor of him going to Cleveland for Isaiah? That's another rumor.
You got to be a smoker.
To trade one small guard for another small guard.
that's hurt. Nah.
Yeah, but one small guard is 5'2", the other one's 5'11". I'm just saying.
You get a guard that's 9 inches taller.
Yeah. I mean, the perfect Isaiah Thomas defensive game was the other night. Did you see the guy driving the lane?
Yeah.
He's just looking at him like,
There's nothing
I
you
might
can
be
do.
able to touch you. I don't know.
If I was him, I mean, of course the Knicks, I would give Frenchie Frank, somebody young, develop him, Monk, Bacon, develop
Let those three play.
Let them three play.
1, 2, and 3, and sit Batum, sit MKG, sit Marvin Williams.
Even Trevion Graham was playing. I mean, let Trevion Graham, let Johnny O'Brien, let those guys.
We got to get young, man, because what we have now is terrible. It's not
I
gonna win a
mean, look,
championship.
shout out to Dwight Howard. He was snubbed this year out of All-Star game.
It's going to be tough.
Because they're under 500.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break, come back, and we have we're going to go NFL. We got a little bit of NFL talk, NBA, Dummies of the Week. You're listening to BSS Carolinas. You can catch us everywhere.
Sports is life.
Sports is life, man.